a few hundred years ago. Your ancestors, they fought, they did. They fought the English. They fought the king. Because they didn't want to be a part of the monarchy. They wanted their independence, that they did. Bankrolled by France and French ships and what have you. And you got your independence. The English, well, had the tail between the legs, they did, and they scurried off. Well, now in 2025, the US President Donald Trump, President Dum-Dum, he suggested that the United States joins the Commonwealth. Does he know how it works? Because I don't think so. You see, if you're going to be a part of the Commonwealth, you don't have a president. No. You see, the French have a president and a prime minister. Because they chopped off the feckin' heads off all the aristocracy. That they did. In the UK, we don't have a president. No. We have a prime minister. In Canada, elbows up. Oh, I don't have a president either. They have a prime minister because they're in the Commonwealth, you see. No. Is old Trumpy, Orange von Schitzenpants, is he going to relinquish his presidency to be a prime minister? So the king can be the head of state of the United States? I don't think so. The man's too vain. Talking about veins, he's probably just laying there at the moment with multiple strokes or something going on there. And though we haven't had a proper proof of life yet, you know. Maybe at the time of this video we'll know one way or another. But at the moment, at the time of making this video, all we've had is a couple of dodgy photographs and saying that he's played golf with some geezer and, you know, that was earlier in the month. So we don't know. No, I think he's had mini strokes myself, but there you go. But why would he want to be a part of the Commonwealth? He thinks all this, you know, it's all about the grandeur, isn't it? It's delusions of grandeur. You know, people with funny, I don't know, bear hats on and stuff on top of horses, you know, with a sword. You know, crap like that, you know, all shit that costs shitloads of money and we don't really need. Now, what they need to do, though, in the summer, I had a solution. No one listened to me, okay? A solar panel on the top of one of them bear hat things and a little fan in the side there would keep their heads cool. They wouldn't keep fainting, would they? You know? As guards and that. Anyway, it's just an idea. I thought it would look quite cool as well. Now, so you've got the healthcare system. Different to, like, for instance, Canada. Talking about making Canada a 51st state. Healthcare system's different. Commonwealth in the United Kingdom, our health care system is different. Our voting system is different than the United States. The Canada's voting system is different to the United States. Yes, they vote for their people, you know, their province and area. Whereas, they don't, you know, just put there, aren't they? You know, you know, like that geezer. He's what's his name now? Oh, I forgot his name now. Anyway, he's parachuted in. But anyway, this is all pie in the sky. It's like aspirations for something that you can't have. Ain't going to happen. You know? You know, you got... You know, they're making Canada a 51st state, for feck's sake. Well, but I'll tell you now. Canada would end up being the strongest state. It's the one with all the blinking resources. You know? So is it just sabre rattling? Maybe, because they've been doing a bit of that in Greenland as well. You know, they've had a couple of geezers over there, doing a bit more door knocking, all right, asking what their grievances are with Denmark. What do you not like about Denmark? So they've been knocking on their people's doors and trying to find out. Obviously, that's for a campaign. They'll run an online campaign to see whether or not, to find where they put the wedges in, you know, to create the divide in Greenland, which I remember, did right then, they've got 57,000 people in Greenland, so it's a tiny population. You know, it's just, they're literally just trying to destroy everything. Maybe it's to rebuild it in their image, maybe. Is it to gain Atlantic dominance. Possibly, you've got Canada, then you've got Greenland, and because you go on there, then you've got Russia want to do the same in the other direction. So the ice receding, it's making it easier to cross those waters. And besides, Russia, United States, and they're building more and more ice-breaking ships now. So it's like, there's obviously reason behind it. So, they'll probably use a lot of AI and what have you, and manipulative advertising, propaganda to try and get people on side. And they just want control of that little landmass because of where it is. They've already got their bloody base there, I just, it's all about, I don't know, I suppose it's all about geostrategic importance, probably. Is it about having delusions of grandeur? Probably that as well. See, Trump's mind is working, it's just like ferrets running around in there, isn't it? It's some little squirrels. Something's happening in there. And nothing's really, nothing's meeting up properly. It's not, there's no marriage going on. It's just foreign interference by Trump and Putin, and delusions of grandeur. See, none of this stuff seems to make sense. It really doesn't. It doesn't make sense at all. Until you start thinking about if you can tie it all in and trying to break through with the Arctic. But there again, it's got nothing to do really with the Commonwealth, really, is it? Though. Well, they can have with Canada. Considering that they're breaking everything at the moment, the idea that they're trying to get dominance around the world doesn't make any sense. They've actually lost power. Since the Trump regime's been in, they're losing power, not gaining it. They're gaining rhetoric. They're more threatening. But do they have more power? No. You alright, Bear? Well, that's my dog coughing. And what you think? What is this all about? Because it's just nuts. Everything, nothing seems to marry up properly. You've got 1 minute you say you want to be a part of the Commonwealth, then you want to make Canada 51st state, and you want to annex Greenland, which is the only thing that really makes any bloody sense, even though it's obviously an act of war against a NATO country. It's work that one out. That just tells me, that he has no interest in NATO whatsoever. He just enjoys the fun in pissing everybody off. And then you've got J.D. Vance, he could be the next president of the United States. He ain't going down very well in Europe. Nobody likes him. The things that he's said every time he's been there, about freedom of speech, and you've got no freedom of speech in the United States because they're trying to vet you all. Alright, this is nothing else. I'll just tag this on the end, alright? Google overlays, alright? Be careful of this. They're now using the census that you fill in, where you put on your income and stuff like that, part of your census, the income of the household. Anybody now can go and get that overlay, put it onto the a map and what have you, and see exactly who's got money, who hasn't. So if you're a marketer or something like that, you need to hound. If you are somebody who wants to, I don't know, argument's sake, kidnap their kid and hold them ransom, well, you know who to choose. Do you know what I mean? It's madness. Anyway, that might be another video, but for now, toodaloo. Don't forget, people who like button, maybe subscribe to the channel, little bell icons, and you get all those in your pocket every time I upload another video. If you want to support the channel, you got a Patreon, a buys a coffee, and the links down below. There's also super thanks as well, memberships and stuff. But I couldn't do the channel without your support. I know I've said it before, I'll say it again, because like anybody, we have to live, and I do invest money in the channel, such as cameras and shit like that. I'm still paying for this one. Anyway, time me to go, so toodaloo, toodaloo.